Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Shelby Marybeth. Today's video is extra long. It's 45 minutes and it is going to be packed full of motivation. I know you guys always love those extra long videos because you're able to clean along with me. So before we get started, I hope you hit that thumbs up for me and don't forget to leave a comment letting me know you're watching. So in today's video, I literally spent the entire day cleaning and getting on top of things all throughout our house. So it is just packed full of motivation for you. I really hope this gets you up and going. So first off, I am actually just putting away all of our groceries. I had gone first thing this morning and gotten a grocery pickup order from Walmart. I usually put in the order like the night before, that way I have a time slot or availability to pick it up like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Usually it's like the last thing I want to do at night is to put together like a meal plan and then get all our groceries ordered, but I am always so grateful when I do that. It just sets us up for like an easier week and an easier morning, especially when it comes to grocery shopping and planning. Being able to order it online and then just go and pick it up saves me so much time. So I missed you guys last week. It was Father's Day weekend, so I took a break. So let me know how you are doing. How was your Father's Day weekend? We had, let's see, what did we do? We went to a restaurant called Rodizio near us, and it is a like steak, or it's like a Brazilian steakhouse, I think is what it's called. But anyway, they come out with these huge skewers of like all these different varieties of meats, like anything you can think of, and then you shave off pieces and it's like all you can eat meat. So of course that's my husband's favorite restaurant, so we went there and it was delicious. I usually enjoy the salad bar there because I'm not as big of a like meat eater. I can't eat that much steak without getting full like super quickly. So I always enjoy their salad bar. They have so many different options. It's not just salad. They have like different macaronis and breads, of course, and mashed potatoes and green beans and you name it, they have it. It's a very delicious place to eat. And we also spent the morning at the beach. So it was a very nice day. My husband, of course, enjoyed it and planned the whole thing. We did basically whatever he wanted to do. I am the complete opposite. I would rather, like on Mother's Day, stay home in a quiet house and have meals prepared for me rather than go out because it's just so exhausting to me. I'm more of a like homebody. And I only really like to go out if I need to, or the kids, they really get me out of the house a lot more than I probably would otherwise, because they're always asking to go to the park or go out with their friends. And then of course they get me out of the house with all their like homeschool related activities and sports and birthday parties, you name it. So they definitely keep me from being my usual homebody self. Got the kitchen pretty much tidied up other than all these dishes. And of course, the dishwasher needs to be emptied. So I'm going to empty this first before tackling that pile in the sink. Anyway, I'm like really noticing it from this video. But my nose is just a little bit red because we are just getting over a like sinus cold, like lots of, drainage, all that good stuff, sinus pressure. It is at the end of it. I was still sniffling and blowing my nose every once in a while, but that's what happens when you have kids. They just don't know how to keep their germs to themselves, so you end up getting sick all the time, or at least that's what it feels like. Sometimes it's like every other week we're catching like a new nasal bug or cough or something, but I just keep telling myself they're going to have really good immune systems when they're older, and we just get through them a day at a time. So I got everything in the dishwasher that I can fit. The rest of it needs to be hand washed. So I usually just lay out one of our it's like a hand towel, I guess. I use that as like a drying mat for all of our dishes and everything. I'm washing the blender. This gets washed literally once, if not twice a day. My husband makes a protein shake every single morning, and then I've been also making a protein shake usually in the afternoon. So in the morning I wash it from his, and then in the afternoon I'm washing it again because I make one. So this thing gets a lot of use, and it's things like this that can feel super repetitive. Like even this thermos that I just washed, I've probably washed it at least over 100 times, but we still need to get things done around our house. We got to keep up our motivation, keep each other moving and going. Even if it's mundane, it needs to get done. So sometimes to make it a little less like repetitive and boring, I like to listen to like podcasts, or more recently I started listening to audiobooks. I was not a big audiobook person before, but now like that I'm a mom and I have so many chores around our house that I have to get done, I've started listening to audiobooks while I'm like, folding laundry, or when I'm doing the dishes, or cleaning even the bathroom or something. It makes it a lot more fun, like listening to a book while you do these things. I just recently finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I did not think that I was going to be into like the fantasy genre. In the past, I guess as a teenager, I of course read all the Harry Potter books. I always enjoyed those. And that's fantasy, of course. But most of the time, I like sticking to my just regular old romance novels. I am a romance junkie. Like recently, I just enjoyed a lot of Colleen Hoover's books, and I'm also reading the Bridgerton series. I just finished The Duke and I am on to the Viscount Who Loved Me, so I've been really enjoying that series. But anyway, back to A Court of Thorns and Roses. I was not expecting to like this book, but so many people have been talking about it, so I decided to try it out, and I actually really enjoyed listening to this book. I didn't read this one, I just listened to it on my audiobooks. Our library actually has a subscription with an app or website called Hoopla, and it has any and every book on there that you can imagine. You basically check out the audiobooks exactly like you do at the library, except it's all on your phone. So if you have not looked into that, definitely go check it out. You need a library card, and then you can just put in all of your library information into the Hoopla as long as your library is compatible. They may have another app too. So definitely just go check out all the resources at your library. So this is Cecilia's room. She is 5, and oh my goodness, it only takes her 5 minutes for her room to look like a tornado went through it. She actually ends up cleaning her room later in this video, but I am just grabbing all of the laundry. That way I can start cycling it because I really needed to do a lot of laundry. So I'm getting it started now. That way I can get as many loads done as possible. I like cleaning one room at a time, so since I was already in here, like cycling the laundry, I decided to clean up, put things away where they're supposed to go in here. When I focus on one room at a time, I feel like I get more done. I don't get as like sidetracked as easily, so I feel like it saves time, and I just feel so much more accomplished because it's like, oh, this room is done. I can check it off a list. Side note, is anybody else dealing with these centipedes right now? I think we get these every single summer in Florida, and somehow they make their way inside and they smell really bad when they die. Anyway, I captured that, threw it back outside, got rid of it. I usually just use a cup that I can throw away after. I'm definitely not going to use anything we drink out of, but I think those things are so gross. My kids, on the other hand, think they are so fun to play with and let them crawl all over their hands, and I just can't. I can't touch them. I am not a bug person. So normally I do a lot of my folding at the dining table because it's just a nice big flat surface that's easy to organize and fold things on, but I still needed to clean up that dining table, so I ended up just doing it right here on the couch, which is also nice because I can sit down, but I don't find it as easy to organize everything on. So it's not my preferred, but until I get that table cleaned off, I just found the first surface that I could fold on. And we are just getting things done today. So this pile of laundry is not gonna sit on our couch like it usually does. I'm gonna put it away as soon as it's done. It's not gonna be a 3-day waiting game. I don't know why I do that to myself. I know a lot of other people do too, but it only takes 5 minutes to put this laundry away. So just let's get up, let's do it, and get it done. Our towels go to a lot of different areas in our house. We have our beach towels that go in my kids' bathroom. We have the towels that go in my husband and I's bathroom. There's cleaning towels that go in the laundry. And then of course the towels that we use in the kitchen. So bringing all of those to their designated areas. And even though I cleaned up this area earlier, We live in this house. My kids eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I'm constantly cleaning up this table and wiping it down again. But I feel so blessed that we have a table to eat at. I have the food to feed my kids, and I have the ability to get up, get moving, and to clean our house. This is probably the best this bookcase has looked in one of my videos in a really long time. My kids are notorious for just taking all of those books out. We read so many books all day. That's all they ever want to do. So anyway, recently I kind of wanted to bring up the books because I had recently read a study that said only 30% of millennials are reading to their kids, and I just could not believe that. I read to my kids all day. That's all they ever want to do. They enjoy books so much. But anyway, reading to your kids is so beneficial, and I don't know, for some reason I just don't believe that study is very accurate. Here we are. We have all this dog hair that needs to be vacuumed up. Here's our culprit and all his, I call these little dog tumbleweeds. They literally look like tumbleweeds going through the desert, but instead of being weeds, they're dog hair. You walk by and you literally see them roll across the ground and capture even more dog hair and get bigger. So because of all of Django's shedding, I had invested and looked into the most powerful vacuum I could that, handled dog hair. And the best option I could find was this Shark Duo Clean. I think they substituted it for another model. They don't make this specific vacuum anymore, but they make one that is very similar. But I also made sure to get one that was corded, because anything corded is going to be a lot more powerful than anything that is cordless or runs on a battery. Until they figure that out, I will be using a cord because it just does such a better job of picking up all that dander, dust, and dog hair out of our carpet. If you're cleaning along with me, we're getting really close to the 20-minute mark, and keep going, you got this. I am just now finishing up the living room, so I'm moving on to our front entry. I'm going to vacuum and clean up around here as well. Our front entry is where we come in and out of the house. So I see a lot of dirt that gets just caught up in this rug. I think I need to replace it already. It gets a lot of foot traffic, so it's already worn out a lot. I constantly use our carpet cleaner on it, and it's always getting so much dirt and mud out of it. So the next rug that I want to put here, I'm going to get one that can just be thrown into the washer. That way we can wash it super quickly, go through the washer, dryer, and I can just put it right back out. I feel like that'll be so much easier to clean. I am really knocking out all these rooms in our house. So I've made our way over to the dining table. This table is where we do all of our crafts. It's where a lot of things get put that don't belong there, like all this that was sample paint. We recently just painted the outside of our house, or I say we, but we hired painters to paint the outside of our house. So those were samples so that we could see exactly kind of like what colors we wanted to make our house. So we painted little spots on the side and saw how they looked once they dried and picked them. But anyway, I'm so happy with how it turned out. You'll see some of the like prep work that we did at the end of this video, and then in next week's video I will share the results, and it looks so good. After all that vacuuming we did, I have a very full canister of mostly dog hair mixed with a lot of dust and dirt. I'm going to keep the laundry cycling whenever I can, so as soon as it's done, I will fold everything in the dryer and then cycle everything from the washer and start a new load. I had so much laundry to get done, and it felt so good to knock as much out as possible. So one of the things I like to do with like my clothes, as soon as it's coming out of the dryer, I like to pick out anything that gets hung up. That way it doesn't get all wrinkled inside the laundry basket, and I can just put it straight on hangers and it's ready to go up. So to save time, I usually do our laundry separate. So I keep my laundry separate from my kids. It just I don't know, I think it saves time. I fold all of my laundry right here. It all goes to the same spot right here in our room, and the same thing with our kids. I fold all their laundry and then it all goes to the same area. I'm not having to run to both sides of our house to put laundry away. And then my husband is very picky about how his laundry is done and folded, so I have no problem with that because he actually does it himself. So let me know in the comments, does your husband do his laundry? I feel like that's not a very common thing, but maybe it's getting more common. I know my brother does his own laundry because my mom had taught him, and same thing with my husband. His mom just taught him how to do his laundry, and if we didn't, myself too, if we didn't do our laundry as kids, we were the reason we didn't have any clean clothes to wear, if we needed to go out and do anything. So it really, I think, helped form some of the responsibilities that we have. And I don't know, I'm definitely going to be doing it for both my daughter and my son. So they will be doing their own laundry as soon as they can. I think Cece is getting really close. I think I could probably start. She's 5. She's been starting to help me fold towels and stuff, and she's pretty good at it. So I want to start making it so that it's easier for her to do her own laundry. It's not set up in her room the way I organize her clothes right now. It's definitely not set up to where she would be able to put away her clothes very easily by herself. So I just need to go through that, probably reorganize it. Maybe I'll put it into a video. But yeah, she's going to be folding her laundry. I've decided right now she's going to start doing that. I've got things cleaned, put away. All the laundry that was on our floor is in the hamper, ready to be cycled through our laundry later. And now I'm picking up all the dust and dog hair on our floor. I always sleep so much better when our room is clean. I am not an early riser. I'd much rather stay up late. So I usually get up when my kids get up. So I'm usually rushing in the morning in our room, and then I don't come back in here until the end of the day. So whatever I get out to get ready in the morning, it usually ends up on our floor or our bed or wherever. And then I don't have enough time to really put it away because I have to start getting my kids up and getting them ready. I should probably, I say it every time, I should get ready earlier, before they wake up. But I am a night owl. I like staying up late. All right, our house is looking very nice. Our main living area looks fantastic. And then you come into this playroom, and this is the vein of my existence. I will be going through this very soon and decluttering because I just cannot take it anymore. Our 3-year-old is definitely the biggest culprit. He is Mr. Destructo. He likes taking things apart. He likes throwing things on the floor. If something's in his way, he's just gonna toss it to the side. He's not gonna put it where it belongs. But he is going to learn how to clean up, whether he likes it or not. I've definitely been lucky with Cece. She's my little mini-me. So she's always watched me clean up our house. And because of that, I feel like she's just, learned how to clean up from watching me. Kids are always watching us. They're always watching and seeing what we're doing, and they always want to do whatever we're doing. So if we are cleaning, then that is going to hopefully motivate them to clean and want to keep their spaces clean as well. Or at least that's the hope. Usually I do still have to ask Cece to clean up her room, but she wanted to be exactly like her mama, so she had watched me clean up her playroom and start to clean up the bathroom later. And then that's when she asked if I could film her cleaning her room. So I just did a little quick snippet, but it just made her day. She was so happy that she was doing the same thing that I was doing. One of the things that has really helped me when it comes to limiting the amount of toys that get piled up in their playroom and what needs to be cleaned up is having everything in a cabinet that is locked, especially the pieces that have 100 different pieces, all these Lincoln logs. These all go into the cabinet, and they can only get them out if their playroom is clean. And usually if their playroom is clean and I let them get that out, it's so much easier for them to easily just throw it all back into the bin, and then we can put it away. But then there's days like this or this past week where we've just been so busy because we've been doing a lot of prep work for painting the outside of our house that things like this playroom just do not get cleaned up as much as they usually do. Sometimes I feel like I blink and this playroom goes from being clean to an absolute disaster, like a tornado came through it. And then there's other weeks where I feel like we're on top of it. But those weeks are mostly when we're out of the house and my kids don't have time to play in here and make it a mess. So every week is a little different, and if your playroom's a mess or anywhere in your house is a mess, like we all have messy spaces and we all have to clean up. We all go through different seasons, and that's okay. Our houses are not going to be perfect 100% of the time, and we are all doing the best that we can do. Finally got everything put away, and if you zoomed in to my black leggings, you would see dog hair all over them because I was crawling all over this floor to pick up all the toys and everything. So the white undercoat of our dog's hair that sheds always gets all over my pants, but I'm vacuuming all of it up from their playroom now. This is probably one of the rooms that gets vacuumed the least because there's usually a whole bunch of things on the floor, and whenever I'm vacuuming, I don't pick up the things in here. I will usually pick up all their toys from the other areas of our house and then throw them in here, but this doesn't get vacuumed. So vacuuming up everything always feels really good when that room is cleaned. All right, we're gonna be moving on to this bathroom, and then Cecilia is now cleaning up her own room, and I'll show you her results later. She does a fantastic job, spoiler alert. But I am moving on to their bathroom, which is like our guest bathroom, so anybody else that comes to our house gets to use this. So I like to make sure it's clean whenever I can, because two small kids using a bathroom, it gets messy real fast. A lot of you know I love my water and vinegar. It's half water, half vinegar in a spray bottle. Nothing fancy, super easy, natural. And I like using it for mirrors. I like using it for their bathtub. It also works great on glass. And then I'm just using an old burp cloth. It's actually lint-free, and I just recycled it. We don't need burp cloths anymore, but they make great cleaning cloths. So since this is a kid's bathroom, I've just been refilling their plastic soap container here because if it's ceramic or something or decorative, it's going to break. I can guarantee it. But this one has been going strong for probably close to 5 years now. I could probably find a plastic one that's a little bit more decorative or nice looking, but I guess it just hasn't been part of on my priority list. But anyway, plastic bottles are the way to go when it comes to kids. So because we pressure washed the entire outside of our house, a lot of the windowsills actually kind of like leaked into the house. So this one was covered in bugs, and they were all wet because when it came through, it was like water kind of gushing out of the side, and it just brought all the bugs in with it. So I am vacuuming all of those up, and I will be washing this off. It is so gross. And then I needed to wash their bath mat in here, so I like to get that and throw it into the washer machine with a bunch of towels. It does a great job at cleaning it. The inside of their tub, I'm just using the half water, half vinegar, and then I have a brush that has a little handle on it that I like. As long as I clean their bathtub on a regular basis, I can usually get away with just using the water and the vinegar, which is completely natural, to clean their tub. So we have a clean guest bathroom, and Cecilia has finished cleaning her bedroom. And for a 5-year-old, I think she did a fantastic job. I am so proud of her. I'm not going to change a thing. I think she did a really good job. I'm definitely like a perfectionist when it comes to cleaning, but I'm trying my best not to rub off on her too much. This is my never-ending pile of kids' laundry. They always have the smallest little clothes that take forever to clean because the amount that can fit into the wash is basically their entire wardrobe. And man, it feels like they go through their clothes so quickly. I'm constantly doing a load of their laundry. So because this load is so big, I sped this video up as fast as I could possibly make it. But anyway, when I'm doing these endless piles of laundry and I'm folding them, I've started listening to the audiobooks at this point. And this is where I finished a quart of Thorns and Roses within a week because I just listened to it whenever I was cleaning or doing something, because that's how much I am cleaning around our house. I was able to finish I think it was like a 12-hour like audiobook or something, and I was able to finish it within like a week. It was mind-blowing. I wasn't done folding the kids' clothes yet, but it was time to cycle the laundry from the washer to the dryer. There's always more laundry to do. Even after doing all of our clothes, I feel like I could probably go through and, of course, wash all of our sheets. I could wash all of the towels. I could wash all the blankets that are sitting in our living room. Like, the list could just go on and on. I could wash things for weeks. But man, I am so grateful for our washer. I'm grateful for our dryer. Our washer had broken down for like a week straight while we were waiting for a part to come in. And the biggest thing I learned from that was how grateful I am to have a washer. You can see my hallelujah moment right here. Finally got that entire pile of kids' laundry folded. Now I just need to put it away. So I'm going to start by putting away like Owen's. I'm just going to do it separately because there was just so much. So Owen's clothes first, and then I'll go back, get Cecilia's, and put all of those away. I always try my best to put away their clothes as soon as I'm done folding them. Otherwise, they sit in the hamper or on the table or wherever I folded them for days. And sometimes I'll end up even picking clothes out of there. So if I have the time, I always take that 5 minutes to put it all away. So we are doing a ton of prep work around our house to be able to paint the outside of it. So one of the things I need to get done is actually clean up this porch and basically take off all of these lights, take out all those hooks, patch all the holes, take down the curtains, like clean up as much of this porch as I possibly can so that the painters can come and paint everything. The ceiling gets painted here, of course all the walls. I think we're going to be painting the floor or staining the concrete in here to make it look nicer. We've also been considering possibly like putting tiles out here. So that'll be a fun project for the future and a like really much needed nice update to this porch. So this is as far as I got on the porch by myself because it was time for me to bring both my kids to VBS, but my husband had gotten home at this point and he actually took down all the lights and then patched the holes and got the rest of this ready for the painters to come in the morning. So in next week's video, I will share what it looks like. It looks so good. But in the meantime, if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing. I make a new cleaning, organizing, or decorating video every single Sunday. And if you need more motivation, I will make sure the best video for you is linked right here.